All right, we back. The greatest nation, United Nations. Let me do this. Here's what it is. And I'm not going to keep y'all too long on this. I already discussed I'm kosher, so if they ask again, you could check the other live. Now, Micheal Boatwright is requesting the identity photo, okay? Has taken the photo of Tentacion deceased in the car. You're like, but let me tell you why that's serious. Why are one of the witnesses on the witness list claiming that they took the photo and he's requesting to know who actually took the photo? Sometimes things are deeper than you think. So I'm gonna ask y'all this right now. Let me ask y'all this. If he's requesting it, does that prove to us that he's probably looking for a fake witness? I just want to throw that out there. Is he hunting for a fake witness? Because remember, we didn't know nothing about a guy named Scott. It was only Victor. Victor told it online. Victor told it here. He's now requesting to know who took that photo. Smart move. Yo, he either there with all rights reserved since the start. I don't know what else to say. It was a trophy move. Look, he requested stories. So if he finds out who really took the picture around it, I could connect it to the story being told and say, here's why they're lying. Matter of fact, I want to prove that these two people know each other. Do you know how huge that's going to be? This is going to be a crowd shaker. I'm telling you right now. I can't make this stuff up at all. So if he's doing this strategic, here's what he's going to do. He's not only going to request that, okay? He's going to also request to know the person who was doing the news story and who the gentleman in the news story was. If he starts asking questions about the media released publicly, that's going to pose a problem to anyone trying to divert from that angle. Because now his lawyer is legally asking about that, which is admissible. It was on a crime scene. That's admissible. How's that not relevant? That was on a crime scene. That'd be like if someone was alleging some type of team like TMZ or something set something up. It's you have to look at every angle. How could you not? That's going to show bad for the investigators if they can't answer it. That's going to actually start to pull apart the case. Remember, they're saying they found evidence in his car. But the question is, did you find his prints on any of it? Did you find his DNA on any of it? They're playing the game. The way they're playing the game is amazing right now. It's amazing. It's unlike anything we've seen a case played like before. And the way he's moving with it, it looks like he's actually going to get what he's asking for. This is going to get September and November for them getting the information. It is going to get detailed and deep. I don't know if they're going to make it public, but it's going to get deep. I can tell you that. He's asking for specific things that piece together the casing that's blocking out our understanding. You get me? Because time periods within the report don't match up. Ideology around it don't match up. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't match up. And when you have that happening, you have room for error. So they're examining the room for error and they're making it live like, look, something ain't right. Let me ask you this. What is the one thing that is used to convince a jury that this person needs to get off? Reasonable doubt. If the story of the investigation does not match up with what happened, the time frames don't match up. That could blow trial. If they don't get the DNA in between that's given, that they're like, oh, we need DNA, that could blow trial. They're asking for it at a certain time. They're asking for it in a certain way. And it all can be disputed. All of it. You can dispute that stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's getting deeper. And I believe a lot of people are going to be shocked when they realize truly how deep this is getting. His lawyer is playing it very well. You get me? It's not like Micheal Boatwright's confirmed at the scene. It's not how was I even there? The people on video, they're not even matching the faces. Get what I'm saying? They're not matching faces. So when I'm not matching faces, I'm not appeasing to the people. So what evidence am I truly going to present for a jury to say guilty? What evidence do you present? That's the thing. How do you convict without evidence? How do you convict without an eyewitness? Especially if your eyewitness is shady. If an eyewitness is shady, what are you truly going to say? That's the thing, the same thing. If you caught one felony, you're shaky, baby. You'll always be. You'll never not be shaky. You'll always be. That's just the way the game works. You got caught for one felony. Now, there's certain states that give leeways, and we'll talk about that. When I mean leeways, I mean they're inadequate at doing their job. And I can name some people. So I'm going to refrain from naming them yet, because when I do, I want to go in. I'm going in on them. And I told them I was. I'm going in so hard, I'm going to make sure your mayor knows what you guys do, because y'all don't do your job. But do you think nothing done at all? Would you expect them to keep you around? But something weird with authority, they keep people around when they're not doing anything. I don't know whether they're getting them tickets for money, but if there's something going on, they don't react. Then they make an excuse, and that's not acceptable. You get paid off of tax money. You are a public servant. You cannot fail. You are the last line of defense. That is why people do not respect authority these days. It's not that it's, oh, I hate him because he's inadequate. He doesn't do what he's supposed to do. That's a fact. I could go over stories. I'm going to have story after story on it. Guys, I could make a whole channel just talking about it. Literally my own interactions at that. They'll watch a criminal walk away. A threatening criminal, but then they'll chase you. We thought we saw something. It makes no sense. And there's story after story again. And this is the type of society we're fighting our way through. That's why, do you remember the tip I gave 2 lives ago? We're in a generation, but you don't have to be of that generation's mentality. There are a lot of older guys that are trying to fit in the wrong way. They're not educated. They're trying to harm and be like the younger generation to be hip. That's the problem. You can't do that. There's a way to be hip and teach. I've learned from moguls who, they're very hip, but they teach you. These guys literally want to be you. It's crazy. Thank you, Aviation. Respect that. It means a lot, because when people are releasing hidden albums, taking them back, calling people fools because they're asking for, like, that's crazy. Don't do it. Why'd you post it? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. Even now, while I'm talking to you, I'm dealing with the odds all the time. Having my brushes with different instances, different entities. It happens every live. I don't always address it, you know, and a lot of stuff I address off screen because I let my viewers get the best of the show. But ultimately, these are the things that you have to deal with, and you have to think accordingly. When someone's threatening harming your family, threatening to harm you because you won't break to their will, that is when you gotta bust them. You gotta bust them up. You don't play with them, especially when it comes to a man hitting a woman. And I did that. I spoke about it with you. I agree. And when speaking with that, let me just swiftly say, from what I was told, Lil Nas X had said some things about Tentacion at one given time. Now, I haven't seen it. They've told me. So it's weird. I see him in a song with him. And it's just strange. You know what I mean? And this artist is not a solo artist more than he is a chimera of so many different artists that's using a totally different style. It's very odd, very weird. It's very weird. And I mean, all greats to him. It was a great song, but it's weird. It's odd. There's something I can't put my finger on that's odd about it. Again, I'd have to really look into it, but I don't watch him enough to do that. I don't listen to enough music to give that authentic energy into it. And I believe that too. I believe it could be publicity. I don't think he actually wants to make a song with Tentacion. I don't believe that. But I will say this. The way he does it is different. And that's what it takes to be an artist. You got to be different. If you're like other people, you miss respect. You can't be respected in the game and they think you're a copycat. Well, you can, but you're not going to go far. It's about being able to go the distance. When you can go the distance, you change the game. And a lot of people can't go the distance. And I believe that. I believe that. A lot of artists said a lot of things before they were large artists. So I believe that. But my question is, does that stop the glory of his rise? It's all about what stops his rise. If that doesn't stop his rise, then it's going to be hard. And I agree. Like, you'll never see me up here blasting a DJ Scheme song. I don't even think I'll be blasting a Ski song because I just don't find their talent is above and beyond. When someone hopped in here and said he was better than X, that was what, in the words of I Am Kosher, that was a fool. That was stupid. That was stupid. To say someone's better than someone, they have to have a catalog to match. What catalog does he have that matches? That was silly. Like, it was the silliest thing I ever seen. I never seen the person that said it. That was my first time seeing him. But when they said it, like, I couldn't stop laughing. Now, another person that I do know, Lisa R, I don't think you said he's better than X. I think you just said he's as good. I don't remember, but I know I was like, that was stupid. That was dumb. If you turned on, if someone said, and most of the parties I've been to, no one ever said around me, turn that ski mask on. Nope. Nope. If you guys know of a party you were at, they said that, tell me. I have heard people said, turn that Tentacion on. Matter of fact, when Look at Me Now came out, everybody was turning that on. The DJ turned that on before you hit the club. You would hear it going into the club. Like, dang, that song's heat. I ain't never heard a song from him like that. I never heard a song from him like that. I'm just being honest. I never heard a song from him like that. So to say he's greater than, I was just like, what? It was a shock to the core. Like I was in the Twilight Zone. Like, when? He puts random words together and raps it fast. Remember when Ski and Members Only were fighting? I think one of the people in Members Only was saying that Ski told X that they couldn't be friends anymore after the Rolling Loud show. Interesting. I don't know if that was the truth, but I do know that he ain't messing with Members Only. He ain't messing with Members Only. My opinion, not only on the realistic tip, on the music tip, he ain't getting with that. He ain't getting with that. That's too much. That's too much. And you know, I understand. That's why I understand him going away, getting with Scheme. I just think if he was going to continue his career, it's like, I know that's your homie, but at some point you got to sit him down like, yo, your beats, I need you to work on them. All day, just make beats and let me go through and tell you which one. June, rightfully so, I would say if anybody was to carry on with it, Members Only would. Here's my only point. It was the way one of them came out and did it. Like, vote for me, vote for me. All X's fans, vote for me. Like, they carried their own style to build the wave. He literally was like, oh, I'm going to do this like that. And it was a replica. I'm like, You know what? I don't doubt that. But remember what I told you. Revenge, greed, love, it all plays a part. It all plays a part. I know for a fact they were close. I just didn't understand why Ski so soon after took pictures with certain people and why he didn't defend him in a certain way when certain people spoke. Like, if anybody was to defend, you think Ski Mask would be the first to defend everything. I mean, somebody could have sneezed and said FX or something. You would have been on it. That's what I thought. Yeah, you know what? The reason I don't go into detail about that is because some stuff is too obvious. But at the same time, if my bestest friend that I know is standing beside somebody who I declared an enemy, what's left for me to talk about? What conversation? Now, here's the thing. I don't feel, put it this way, did Drake and X ever have a song together? Ever have a song together? Never did. Well, I can't, Aviation, you're asking some good questions. I'm going to say this. There was probably a reason. And I know you want to say the reason is because of guilt, but when people handle things a certain way, they know what they can and cannot do. They know that. They know you can't come around us if we think you mess with our dude. That was our guy. And then he's like, oh, well, F y'all. Well, F you. Don't come around. Matter of fact, don't even show up. If someone's speaking like that, I think that could have convinced you. Presuming contingent upon that. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't be coming around. That's the thing. It's the clout. It's the clout. It was the clout that he was like, I'm not going to. For instance, let's be real. If you see me in a photo with Drake, you'd know two things. Number one, I asked him a lot of questions. And number two, there had to be some proof behind it. Because I'm not just a dummy. You know what I mean? See, it's not just Vic Mensa. Kid Ink did it. But he didn't address any of them. Members only addressed all of them. Well, the members I seen speak, they addressed everybody. He didn't address anyone. That's what I didn't understand. I'm like, wait. I was like, didn't you say that was your dude? You posted a photo with him and with y'all in the traditional union outfits, like whatever you were doing. Like, I'm like, okay. Yeah, at the time until the coast was clear. That's what I think. Now, I beg to disagree. He consistently supporting X's legacy? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Tank and Craig did more supporting than Kid Trunks ever did. I'm going to tell you why, though. Chill, Candace. I'm going to tell you why, though. It's character that goes into the music. It's character that goes in everything. Not only can you see how humble Tank and Craig are making the music, you see they're humble with their music. I don't like Trunks' approach. I think he should have did it better. Like, for instance, I got the whole audio call when he called in and saw you were using one of his media sites to gain attention. He told you knock it off. You know what I mean? Like, and friends can squabble and get back. But it was just that, like, I would have said, my dude, you know, I'm trying to get my stuff up. Can we work together? Can I use it? If you didn't ask, it's like, well, dang, you trying to capitalize off of me. I don't like that part of the character. And the fan that was on that said he got his money taken. That's crazy. You never heard anyone come out and say, Craig or Tank took my money for a feature. That never happened. You took a fan's money for a feature. Then I seen the money getting sent somewhere else. I seen it with my own eyes. Like, and I was like, what? I argued on your behalf. Like, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. Tracked it. Then I was like, Dirty Sanchez? I can't make this stuff up. He was showing me his receipts. He was showing me what he sent, when he sent it. I'm like, I argued with him. And then he shut me up with receipts. So I'm like, I couldn't argue that. No one else around you ever did that. They're always there supporting them. And here's my thing. I'm not caping for them, but looking at logistics, who supports more? I think that's up there. Now, let's be real. Argue this with me. I have not seen Trunks speak out personally about the situations that arisen, except to Drake. I did see what you said to him. I'll give you props. I'll give you props, but you weren't the only one. You weren't the only one, though. So I can't give you all the props for Drake. You weren't the only one. To be real, you weren't the first. Tank was first to say something. You followed up. So, okay, you came with the follow-up, but he was first. So I can't put respect on your name for that. Like, it's like he showed everybody it was okay to speak on it. But then next thing I see Ski in a picture with him. Like, come on. I don't know who Kidway is, but here's my thing. Kid Ink dissed too. I spoke to him. I said what I said to him. And I tagged him. I tagged him to what I said. He made a comment to what I said, but indirectly. Because I said a lot. And it was true. What I said was true. Tyga is a better all-around artist. He is. Period. Tyga's a better all-around artist. I'd rather listen to a Tyga song than turn on a Kid Ink song. What's wrong with that? Jeez. It's just saying that he's a better artist than you. So someone of that caliber should have spoke up instead of you. Listen, ain't nothing wrong. Listen, they should have been had YouTube channels. All of them. They should have been had YouTube channels. Yes, I'd rather listen to it. And you know, at first, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, I don't want to listen to Tyga. Then he started making some songs. I'm like, you know what? He's all right. He's different. I was like, I rock with it. He's different. He's different. I turned it up in the car and it was bumping. I'm like, I can't be mad. He's bumping. Can't be mad at that. Really. And I think he learned from very skilled artists and he took it. So I think he's a good learner. So he knows how to develop hits. So that's why he can make a hit, slide off for a few months, make another hit, slide off for a few. He got it. He got it. His hooks be fire. His hooks be fire. That's another thing. Tyga got the hooks for days. For days he got hooks. That's why people were talking about his Cargan. Listen, he got hooks for days. He's going to be good. He got hooks for days. He just has to be in the mood to say, you know what? I want to make this hit. And he's good to go. Yo, shout out to the right. To the right there. To the right there. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell. Click the bell up to all so you get all notifications. You know, I broke out and told you this. There's more I got to say about it. I'm just monitoring how I give it out because it's kind of crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Like this stuff, I can't make it up. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's out of control. It's balling out of control. Like 50 Cent in the background. No. It's out of control. It's out of control. Tom McDonald. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll remember that. When I rewatch the video, if I forget, I said it, so I'll remember. I'll go check out what's going on with that. But you know, Czar likes old school. I even like what's that called? Alternative rock. I listen to it. You guys ever heard of Coheed and Cambria? I hope members only and a lot of other artists are on here right now. Members only. Go check out Coheed and Cambria. It's not about thanking me later. The reason I'm saying this, you guys need to start to feel other styles. That's part of what I think it is. You need to feel other styles because these are big artists, but they do it different. And if you can incorporate the ideology of the style into what you do, you begin to formulate and add different elements to what you do. All you guys need to do is add the elements. Coheed and Cambria. I think that would open that third eye that you're trying to use to develop things. I think when you listen to stuff like that. Also check out, I know this is crazy. Now I posted a song about it. Circa Survive. Circa Survive. Check that out. Check out Circa Survive. And also the song I want you to check out is Dark Pools. That song is fire. Listen to it. And you'll get the feel. I think you guys will start to see eye to eye a lot. I felt that energy in what X was doing with his music. I felt the energy. So I want you to check those out. Yes, Coheed, I seen him live. He plays the guitar behind his head. He does crazy things. And I think once you guys get a feel of that energy, along with Circa Survive and things, it will start to develop what it is you're trying to do in your music. Those are the elements I think you're missing to go back to back to back to back with the hits. In certain bands, you got to hear how they do it. This is a form of is truly the future of rock music because there's so many different styles of alternative rock. And if I was your manager, I'd be having you do this stuff. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'd be having you listen to this. You can do hooks and different things that are out of the norm that can catch hold. And those are two good bands to open your mind. You know, when you're chilled back, drinking, doing whatever you're doing whatever you do to relax, check out these bands. I think you're going to begin to feel it. It's going to resonate with the soul. So just so you know, they put it in that wavelength. But, you know, that's enough for that. I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be up with all y'all. Thank all y'all for coming through. You know how I rock. You know who I am, how I bring it. I'm going to speak about when other stuff's happening, what's happening behind the scenes. The T pages are lit on Instagram. Check out the T pages. They are lit. That one T page, DJ Scheme, you got to admit, she got at you. I was like, woo! You let a T page do that? It was a Genesis T page. A Genesis T page ethered you like that? I was like, oh shoot. I just laughed. I was like, unbelievable. Now I did war with these T pages. So I know what it's like. But she went in on you. I was like, goodness gracious. But I'll catch up with you tomorrow with the next subject. You know, I got them all written down. I did a second one because the first one they said was getting messed with. But you know how we rock. Your favorite rappers time, your favorite movie stars time, your favorite celebrities time. We dying like. Hold on. I'm about to do it correctly. Your favorite rappers time, your favorite movie stars time, your favorites time, your favorite celebrities time. We dine like, and we age like fine wine. All rights reserved. Check out the channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell, click it to all so you get all notifications. All rights reserved. We in the building. Shout out Queen Prodigy, shout out Chris A, shout out Zabella Minks. All rights reserved.